You cannot. You roll around, you move around, you uncover, you cover. Well, hi and happy Sunday. We're just talking about the rain and the heat and how tough it is to sleep when it's hot. Yeah, it's that is the worst ever. You know, you
Crazy
want
weather, but we are never we never agree with the weather we have, right?
no, no,
You're
never.
complaining because of the rain, and I'm complaining because of the hot. So
That's pretty funny. Oh,
yes.
dear. But so no, other than that, I don't complain too much. Let me pull this up. I like it in the morning when it's just cool enough that I can open the windows. That is like that makes for a good day. Yeah, open the
Mm.
windows and the cats go out and they watch the birds. They don't get in trouble. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I have to keep my windows open all day, all night. It's very hot here.
Yeah. You have fans or anything? Even fans just blow hot air, so that's not even like a big deal, huh?
Yes, but we are going to pay a lot uh, for the electricity bill.
Oh, that's
So
true.
it's
Yeah. Do we sweat or do we go broke?
uh, yes, that's right.
Oh, that's just wrong. So what are you going to do today that's fun?
I have here two covers for a notebook,
Oh, I love
and
those
these
covers.
are MDF. And I have here one collection that it's very beautiful. This is from ITD,
Oh,
early
yeah.
spring.
Yes, that one is
I
a
really
good one.
love this.
Yeah,
It's very complete
good choice. Yeah,
because
and I
we have
love
a
all
lot
the
of
little
rice
things.
papers and everything.
Yeah.
And also maybe we can use the path to do some
Mm-hmm.
pockets or envelopes or something for
Yeah.
the notebook. And maybe it's going to be either.
Yeah, that collection had nice textures. Wasn't there like a burlap one and kind of a linen texture? It would,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, that
it's
was
like,
nice.
for
Yeah.
example, this one, it's awesome.
Oh, isn't that crazy good? Yeah.
Or let me show you this one.
Yeah,
I love this kind of textures.
I do too.
Um, this is the other one.
Mm-hmm. That one was so
This is
pretty. I like that.
like
Yeah.
jute.
Mm-hmm. And the wood, yeah.
The wood are awesome.
So pretty.
And this is so pretty.
Yep. Yeah, those were really
The
nice.
colors are really great.
Yeah, I do. I kind of like the muted colors. It's like that other one that was at Winter Love Story was kind of like that color.
Mm-hmm.
But look at those little animals. They're so cute.
And the animals are beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Hi,
They
Elisa. How
are
are
just,
you?
this is a very realistic collection. I love
Yeah,
that.
it is. Yeah, I like the little the ones with just the squares. There's so much you can do with those. It's not
Yes.
like a full page of anything. Yeah, they're adorable.
And this one is great
Elements, yeah.
because you can cut
Mm-hmm.
any of the.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Good choice, Blanche. Good choice. And I love when you do the covers. Those I like those MDF covers.
I was thinking 30 minutes ago which elements I'm going to use for the cover, but I think that I have the right idea.
Yeah, hi, Elisa. Yeah, I think I've got some of them in my shop. I know I've got the rice papers. So let me check though, and I will sure let you know what I do have. But they are adorable because it was the rice papers and the scrapbook papers also for that
Yes,
collection, right? Yeah,
and they also have another set, but
yeah, kind of
I
like it.
look. I want to try to find this one, but I think that you don't have
Yeah. Well, if we
in
think of it,
miniature luxuries.
yeah, yeah. I have to go look to see what. Sometimes I don't buy the whole collection,
Uh-huh.
you know, but yeah,
Mhm.
I'll look. Elisa, I will let you know. I got it on my list.
Be-
Hi, Monica.
Just let me show you this one, but the ladies maybe are not going to find this one in miniature luxuries, but it's good.
I think I bought one or two of the sets. I always buy
This has
some.
rice papers,
Mm-hmm.
like another rice paper.
Yeah. Yeah, and there were minis on that one with the cottages too.
And for example, this is like craft paper.
Oh yeah, that's the mixed media set. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Not just the
that's
rice
good.
papers. Right, right,
This is also like for craft with all the
right.
animals, but in
Mm-hmm.
other textures.
Yeah.
These are like translucent papers.
Oh,
These
the
are
vellum, yeah.
different from the rice papers.
I love the vellum, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The textures also in these kind of papers, but they are different. This paper is like vellum,
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, vellum.
right?
Uh-huh.
It's not right.
That's it.
This is not like. And these
Oh, the acetate, yeah.
are acetate, but
Mm-hmm.
let me show you with the white paper.
Yeah. Really nice.
And also the animals in the same way.
Yeah, those are adorable. And
Yes.
I figured out how to glue those down. If you use the gilding glue from Pentart, or you use that Colavella, whatever,
Yes,
from
you
Stanberry.
can use gilding glue or I don't know which glue
Everything
that
else
you.
shows through. So what I did is I used the gilding glue and I let it dry,
Mm, mm-hmm.
and then it's tacky, and you don't get any. You can't use tape. You can't use glue, especially on the vellum. The same with the vellum. Everything shows through. But if you use the gilding glue and just brush it on the whole thing, let it dry, it just lays down there and doesn't make any marks. I'm way too
This
impressed
mixed media set is
because
different,
yeah,
and maybe you have to think a lot about how to use it. Let
yeah.
me see.
Hold on a second, because I did. Wait 1 minute. I
I
was
see.
test. I was testing it out the other day. Uh, okay, I'm back here. Look. Okay, can you see that? That's a
Oh
acetate.
yes.
It was an acetate cat,
Mm,
and you can't even tell where it was. And it was done, and I did it on vellum. And if you do with the glue and the same, this is the vellum with the which is just the glue, and nothing shows through. So it's yeah, it was like magic. I was happy. And this was a whole sheet. It
I
was a
found here.
printed acetate. Look
I
at this one.
uh card, and here I use these butterflies that
Uh,
it's made from
yeah.
vellum. So it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
And here, and this is a card that open like this. And
Yep.
here you can find another element with acetate.
Yeah, and it's okay if you're just trying to tack a little bit, but for me, I wanted to put it on an ATC card and completely glue it.
Mm-hmm. Now,
That's where I got the idea
in
that
this
this,
way, I only glue a little piece
right, right.
of
Yeah.
the butterfly and this one, and it looks different because it shines because it's like acetate.
Mm-hmm. And what is Elisa says the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue. I don't even know about Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue. Do I need to find that? Huh. Haven't heard of that one. Cosmic Shimmer. Okay, I wrote that down because I won't remember after 5 minutes if I don't write it down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can try to give that a try. But yeah, it's all that stuff, like the vellum and the acetate. They're really pretty, but then it's like, what do you do with it? Because It's hard to make it look good. So we've
Yes,
got you've got our tips
but
for the
it
day.
looks really different,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
it's nice when you use it. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you ready to roll?
Yes, we can
Oh,
change the camera.
sure.
I think we have only two persons.
Oh, there's more out there. I know it looks funny, but then we've got YouTube. We have a lot of YouTube viewers, I found out,
Okay.
because everybody wants to watch it on the big screen. And I totally agree with that. It's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, let's go
Well,
back.
let me see the other camera. Uh,
How's that?
In this
We getting
way,
there?
you can see my desk, right?
Yep, looks good. Looks perfect.
So this is the collection that I show you. And here I have this one. These are from MDF. And later I am going to use this
Oh,
notebook
okay.
without these covers. And I have here the
Oh,
this
good.
this this is from plastic because the original was metal.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I take it off, I cut it, and I'm going to use this one.
Okay, that looks like
As
fun.
I watched the other day one live from Farrell Taylor, and I saw a good idea because I show you the last time one notebook like this one, and I leave it like this. But she used a piece of stone
Right.
paper, right?
Yep, yep, to make the spine. Uh-huh. Absolutely.
And she glue it here, and she glue it in this side too, and it looks really different. And for example, as stone paper, you can glue, for example, a piece of rice paper. You can glue a piece of this kind of fabric, or
Yeah,
you can use, for example, um, if you have a beautiful stencil, maybe you can use here the stencil with modeling paste and you can paint it.
right.
So you can play a lot with this piece
Absolutely.
of
Yeah,
stone
I
paper.
like that too. Yeah. That was a good idea.
This is the stone paper that I have. I have here pieces of stone paper, so I put a small piece and I am going to glue this right here.
Okay.
Because let me show you the other notebook that I did. In this one, I use also IT.
Yeah, I
This
remember
was
that.
an old class for miniature luxuries.
Yeah,
I
I
use
remember.
here rice paper. Here I put a piece circle, an MDF circle, and I glue the bunny, and then I use crackles
That
and
was a
some
good one.
flowers, and
Hmm.
also I love to use this kind of ribbons. And here, for example, and I use here also the heavy body gel,
Hmm.
the glossy one. Maybe you cannot see here in this side, but here in this side you can see when when the heavy body gel turns it's right, it turns clear, and then I use I don't know what I use here. Maybe it's it's antique gel,
Oh, yeah, over the top. Okay.
and you can see here the flowers that I and the, here is a bunny that I put here with
Yeah,
the
that
heavy
was
body
good.
gel and stencil.
Yeah,
So
that was
it
a good
was
one.
a different idea. And here I didn't use anything to cover this part. So in this time, I'm going to use this. piece of stone paper to cover this side.
Yeah, that's going to be
So
pretty. Yeah,
it's going to be a little bit different.
I think it was a good idea. I love it when you watch something and you get like the great idea, you know?
Yes, and you can say, no, I watched this in this live, and this person did it and I love the idea. So that's why I'm going to show you how I'm going to use that. So let me start with these ones.
Okay.
Maybe I'm going to do just one, and the other one is going to be my homework.
Oh yeah, we
I'm
like
going to
homework.
use this acrylic primer. This is from Pentart. I used to use my Pentart products in these lives because I know that um, the Sarah and Patricia used to use Stamperia, right?
We got to show it all. Yep. Yep.
So I prefer to use always the acrylic primer because with with this white background, the rice paper is going to look better.
Yeah, and that MDF is hard to cover. So if you don't have a good primer, if you were just going to use acrylic paint, you'd be painting a couple of coats for sure.
Hmm. It doesn't have to be really, really white.
No, but just covered.
Just cover and it's going to be better. Hi, Sharon. How are you?
That's funny. Since we changed the time, it's hard to tell like a good time for everybody, but usually within an hour or two, guess people are finishing eating or whatever. But usually by Sunday night, we've got a pretty good crowd that watches. Plus, there's a lot of people that just don't comment. We don't even know you're there. Like if
And
you're watching, I found out if you watch YouTube, like on your Apple TV or on the big screen, there's no
mm-hmm.
way to comment. So we'll never hear from them.
Oh,
Yeah, but you guys are out there. I know you are, and we appreciate it. Really, we do.
yes, because here I only see four eyes, and one is my tablet. So, for example, here right now it's 12 p.m.
Oh yeah,
But
we're
for
2 hours different. Right, right.
in
And then
Mexico, for example, the Sundays used to be family days.
yeah, so when we used to have it at noon, then it was usually like 11 o'clock because we only used to be like an hour difference. Yeah, it used to only be an hour different. Now it's 2 hours. You're 2 hours behind me.
Flowers because we don't change the clock this year.
Right, that messed me up. So it's 2 hours difference. Yeah.
Yes. When you send your messages are at your 6 a.m., it's my 4 a.m.
I know. I love it when you go
because
like,
you're a very morning person.
well, I do it before I forget. I want to make sure you have it. Here's your link, Blanche. That's always funny. Don't kid yourself. I take a nap during the day. I nap. I don't care who knows about it, but when you get up that early after like 8 hours, it's like, nope, put your feet up, take
I
what they
have
call
here
a
a
cat nap.
little frame. This
Oh, that's
is,
pretty.
I don't know which brand is this. Maybe it's IOD, but also you can remember that with Stamperia and in miniature luxuries, you can find this kind of molds,
Oh, yeah, we
the
got some.
silicone molds that that Stamperia has. Honestly, I prefer these ones than the other ones. Or maybe you can use this one. This is from Anthony's collection. This
Yeah,
is
that
great
is.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a pretty good sized frame too. It's a big one.
Yes, and also if you have the other ones, the A4 size,
Hmm. Yeah.
you can find more frames, but they used to be little. Maybe the frames uh, that has, I think that it was this was from Sara Alcobenda's collection.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago, that one. Yeah.
This small has big frames because the other collections used to have smaller ones,
Right.
like these ones, for example. These are very little, right? Or
Oh
these
yeah.
ones. And I want to use here one of the dogs or the cows or any animal,
Oh, that'd
but
be a
these
cool.
are very, very, very little for my project.
Yeah.
But maybe you can use this one that is from Sara Alcobendas.
Okay, doke. Good
And
suggestion.
this is resin. So I'm going to use a layer of this bonding primer because I want to work with this little frame. If
Now you
you
know,
have clay,
I was gonna say on that bonding primer. It's funny. Who was I watching? Oh, I was watching Teresa the other day, and I had done a frame. It was like a plastic frame, and put on the bonding primer.
uh-huh,
Let it dry and everything, and start putting my paint on it. And in some places, I kind of like knocked it a little bit, and it came off. The paint came off. And she had said the other day that you really need to let that cure for a little bit. So I don't know if you've had that experience, but yeah, it was kind of distressing because I was doing crackle and everything. But I put the bonding primer on in the morning, and I kind of get up and walk around and do other things. So it was totally dry, but apparently that has a curing time. So I don't
mm,
know.
I used to use the bonding primer, for example, in like in this one. This was a metal,
Yeah.
and I apply first a layer of bonding primer, and then I apply the decor paint chockies from Pentart,
Hmm.
and it's better because the paint is it's going to stay for more time.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't going to last forever, but it's better to use the bonding primer. Also, if you have a bottle, a, glass bottle, you can use first the bonding primer, and then you can paint it, and you can use other kind of products.
Yeah. I'm not, like I say, it held up, but in just like one or two spots, you know, I, I, I don't know, I brushed against it, or I moved it around. It was a frame, and it chipped off, and I went, oh man! And this is before I even finished it.
So here I use the bonding primer, and here I use the acrylic primer.
Okay.
This is already dried, so I'm going to start with um, this paint. This is decor paint Chucky. This is the color is apricot.
Ooh, pretty.
It's a nice color.
Yeah, I love. There's some pastels that are really pretty. I like the sage, like the sage green, and that apricot color is pretty. Little peaches.
Hmm.
Pink is not, too much pink is too much. But I do like a little peach color, a little apricot would be pretty.
As in my room is very hot. All my products are getting dried. It's so sad.
Oh, excuse me, I forgot about that. Yeah. And when you're trying to paint, it probably dries almost immediately. Do you have humidity? Is it, or is it just dry heat?
It's no, it here it's very dry.
Oh, okay.
We are not, uh, we are very, very far away from any beach or lake or anything. So it's like heat, like a desert.
I was going to say, like, yeah, you're in the Death Valley desert.
Yes, it's not nice.
Yeah, but yeah, like when your stuff dries out, that's bad.
But it's so sad that it's in these days I open a jar or anything and it's right. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very frustrating because I have a lot of products and some
Well,
of
yeah.
them I have to throw it to the trash because they
Oh,
are new and dried.
wow.
But it's because of the the weather that we have in these days.
Yeah,
As I told you, it's um,
you can say,
38,
yeah, 38,
30
which is hot.
Celsius degrees, so it's very, very hot. Uh, in this one, I am going to use, let me see which color.
Yeah, see, right now here it's 25 Celsius.
No, here is 38,
Yeah,
28 at night.
yeah, which, and so like 25 here is still 78 degrees. So knock that up a whole bunch. Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. And here, this is the piece of some paper that I told you, and I'm going to paint this one with sand color.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, 23. That's, yeah, that's still, I'm more into the little colder than that. I like it a little bit lower because, like I say, it's 25 here, which is 78 degrees, and it's been raining, so it's like a sweat box, like a little sauna. But I shouldn't complain. It's
I
not
told you.
flooding. It's not
But
thundering.
when we are when we have rainy days here, we have problems because the streets turn rivers.
Yeah, that's yeah. Las Vegas is like that too. Yeah, I prefer winter myself. I really do. I like the cooler weather because you can put on extra clothes, and get warm. When it's too hot, that's it. And I know we've talked
You
about
can
this
be
before.
nude.
Yeah, you can't live
take
like that.
take off all the clothes.
hmm But as long as I can open a window for a couple hours a day, I'm happy. Yeah, Elisa, I heard about there was a whole bunch of people that lost power from the storms this week. We lucked out. I mean, it just kind of whatever was going on passed us by. But yeah, it was miserable.
We lost power because the electricity company was full because
Oh,
everybody is has the air conditioner and
yeah.
the fans on,
Mm-hmm.
so they have to turn off. A lot of cities here in Mexico, it was so sad because we have a lot of problems.
Wow,
Imagine the
that is
cities
bad.
that doesn't have electricity.
Yeah.
because if they don't do that, if they don't turn off the electricity in those cities, all the problem is going all the problem is going to be in all the countries, not just those cities.
Yeah. We
That's
used
why
to
they
plug
turn off the power.
yeah, when it happens like that, when everybody's using the power in the summer, we years ago we used to call it like a brownout. You know, it was like everything was like it below normal. Yeah, Lisa said she lost power for a day. A day is a long time. A day is a long time without power.
Yes, it's a huge problem here,
Yeah,
and
what do you
it's
do?
spring, so we're waiting for our amazing summer.
Yeah. Yeah, those storms can get really scary. I don't know why it happens that when the thunderstorms, they're always at night. You know, you'll be laying in bed and all of a sudden the all your windows light up with the lightning and thunder. I don't mind it so much during the day because I can see what's going on. It's that nighttime stuff that just kind of gets spooky, you know?
And
That's one of
what
my
do your
favorites.
cats do with those thunders?
Well, one of them just immediately hides under the bed. As soon as there's thunder, Toe, she's a 14-year-old. Yeah, she hides under the bed. And these
Uh-huh.
two, they're kind of like, I don't know, they're a little iffy about it. You know, it's doesn't seem to it doesn't scare them. They just sit quietly for a while and kind of they're not sure what that light is.
As you can see, it it dries very fast
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because of the weather that I have. I don't have to use a lot of the heat gun today.
Oh God, you poor. Oh God, I would hate to see you have to pull out the heat gun anyways. Not enough.
For this one, I'm going to use first. This color is creamy white.
Oh yeah. Oh Sharon, that's funny. She said they always had the load shedding. You know, you a couple times she's been on there. And she said for the last 6 weeks, no load shedding because they have elections. Isn't that the way? You know, it's funny how things get fixed and get better just before election time. Yeah, like we're so dumb, you know?
We are going to vote for our new president in
Mm.
a couple of weeks.
Oh,
So a lot of people said that the problems that we have because of electricity and pollution, and that they doesn't let us drive our cars some days and everything.
really?
It's because, yes,
I didn't
because
know that.
the levels of pollutions are very high. For example, in Mexico City, so they used to say, uh, we this day the all the cars has a color, not just the number. They have all. You can be your car has to be red or
Oh,
has
no.
a stamp with the color. So
I
they used to
never
say
heard that.
this day the colors with the red stamp, they are not going to work. So you have to stay at home or you have to use other options.
That's crazy. I never heard that.
Yes, it's very complicated. It's in Mexico City, not in my city.
Wow.
I moved from Mexico City 8 years ago, and that was one of the problems because my kids used to have a lot of uh, they used to be sick all
Mm,
time, and the nose blood, and it was
yeah.
crazy. That was the one of the reasons that I moved from Mexico City. So we used to have a lot of problems right now, but it's it's a complicated time because the president that we have right now, it's not the best. A lot of people believe in all the lies that he said, and we don't. We don't. They used to. They don't. They can be reelected, but he chooses another woman who is going to be uh, like her, like her child.
Oh,
So it's very hard. It's
yeah.
we
No,
have
you're right.
hard times.
Yeah, so I try not to get too political because it's just screwed up and it's been screwed up, and I don't know.
I have here decor varnish matte, and I'm going to use in this
Okay.
stone paper just to protect the chalky paint that I used before. Okay,
Okay.
and as you can see, it's right.
Of course. You have to do more lives with Blanche. Her stuff dries in time.
I don't have to use heat gun today.
Oh, Blanche, okay, this is fun. You know how we always joke about, sending packages and not being able to get packages?
Uh,
Well, we had this garage door that was down here on the lower level, and we had that taken out and put in French doors. So
uh,
these nice guys came to install the doors and got to talking and everything. And he's from Mexico originally, and they got family there. And I
uh,
think, and do you know how they send packages on the bus? They have like they send clothes and stuff, and the little hand me downs to swap, for the younger kids and everything. He said they put in like send like a 30-pound box of clothes for like $30. And what happens is the person that ships it has to take it to the bus station.
mm-hmm.
Then the person that's receiving it has to be there when the bus arrives to get the box. But other than that, there's no problem. It just goes. Now, don't you think that's interesting?
It used to happen.
Huh? Yeah. You see, Elisa said it's very common in Texas to send packages by bus. I never knew, but they're sending them to Mexico. Now, you tell me that's not a better idea? So, what kind of bus station do you have there in your city?
Here,
Yeah.
mm, I don't know. I don't used to use the bus.
Well, you might want to think about it because if that's the case, we just put stuff in a box and it gets there instead of this hoopla with customs and all that junk. It just goes.
I told you it's very difficult to receive the things here in Mexico.
This isn't the mail. It's not difficult, Blanche, is what I'm telling you. It's a freaking bus station. It's better than the post office that never delivers. So all you need is even if it was at your mother's house or where your husband works, if you could go to a bus station and pick it up, you could get all that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you just ignoring this whole issue?
The problem in my city is that it's very close. It's 2 hours and a half from Mexico City.
Well,
But
where does your husband
here
work?
we used to have a lot of problems because the roads that comes to Querétaro used to be uh, with problems. And for example, one day my husband used to drive for 2 hours and a half, and the other day he used to drive for 10 hours. Same road, same way.
Mm. Yeah, but the bus isn't going to come to your house. You have to find a bus station. So you just have to
No,
find somebody
but
to go
it's
to
the
the bus
same
stop.
road, right?
No, but I'm just, it's just got to be.
It's not just a car problem. It's ev- each each. transportations that you use to get to Querétaro, it's the same problem.
Well, and
It's a
here I
very
thought,
complicated road.
yeah, but I was so excited because this guy says they do it all the time. And I'm like, okay, great. And he's from Mexico and his family's from Mexico. And I said, well, this has to work
Hmm.
for Blanche. And you just don't even care.
I am going to use here the decoupage varnish and glue, the
Okay.
matte one.
Our very favorite.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm just trying to help Blanche out, short of, just like going down there and delivering stuff. But I just cannot believe it's so difficult in Mexico. It's just crazy. I feel bad for you, Blanche.
yes. The way that I found that it's the best for me is to pay to the people who is in Alabama, I think, and they used to come and I have to pay and that's it.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Um,
I'm spoiled. I mean, I get Amazon with same day delivery, so I just don't understand not getting stuff.
mhm.
Yeah, I was looking at something this morning, and if I had ordered within the next hour or so, that was still going to guarantee today delivery, same day. Ah,
I love to use this kind of rice papers because as you can see, I don't have any crinkles and it was so easy to glue. It's like a piece of paper.
yeah, no, it is. It's nice paper, and that
It's a
glue is
very,
good too.
very, the quality of these ITD rice papers is amazing. You have to try them because you're not going to struggle with wrinkles or with anything.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know where everybody prints. I think ITD prints their own, and a lot of the other papers are printed in somewhere in Italy, as I recall.
It's so easy to glue this. When I discovered this kind of rice papers, I leave all the napkins that I had in the box.
Oh,
I don't use them anymore because it's very complicated to use them.
yeah, they're not the best. Well, it's a multiple ply, so I mean you're already having a hard time.
So as you can see, it's very easy to use this kind of rice papers. So here I am going to use one of the animals, virgin fruit. This is from the if you arrive later in the live, this is the collection that I am using. This is early spring. If you look for this in the miniature luxuries, you have to look not for the name, just for the code.
Right.
It was easy to find it. Is RP068. Okay. And this is a set that you can find with these textures, with the one that I choose and I used. And also you have these kind of animals that you
Yeah,
can
and
put and use.
if I don't have that set, I can always order it. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. And maybe I'm going
That's a
to
good thing about
use
them. They ship right away.
this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm, I am going to use water to put this one. Hi, Elsa. How are you? Hi, Helen. So I am going to glue this right here. Let me put a little bit more.
It's almost perfect. Almost, yeah.
It's better. And let me use again this glue. These are so cute.
I love that little duck. Their rabbits are adorable too. No matter what collection, their rabbits are just so cute.
Yes. So remember that this is varnish. So you can use this to varnish and to protect your rice papers.
Mm-hmm.
And as I cut this with my nails instead of the scissors, you cannot see the borders of the paper.
Right, looks good.
It looks better in this way. Mhm.
That is so cute.
I want to use this. I have to varnish the other side of this one. And the varnish that I am using is this one. Pentat has a lot of varnishes. I love this one because this is matte and this stays matte. It doesn't turn glossy when you apply it.
Excuse me, I just had such a cough.
It's okay.
Ah, okay.
This piece is going to be for the back of the
Okay,
book, but as I told you, I'm going to do it later. Okay.
sure.
Uh, Here, as I want to have some rustic effect, the thing that I am going to use is the rust set. This is the paint set for rust effect.
Oh, okay.
This is from Paint Art. And here I have 4 colors that if you don't have the set, you can use these colors. This is the ochre. This is the red clay. This is the red brown. And this is the early brown.
Okay.
And here you have the 3D powder. You can find also the 3D powder in jars like this one. If you
Oh,
only
that's
have
right. Yeah.
to if you only want to buy the 3D powder.
Yeah, the
And
3D
I love
powder
this
comes
3D
in.
powder because this 3D powder, you are going to have texture, but the color or your paint is doesn't it's not going to change. For example, if you have this the red brown, it's going to stay in this color. The color is not going to change.
Yeah. And you have different kinds of 3D powder. There's a fine, a medium, and a coarse, isn't there?
Yes. See if I have them here.
Yeah, so you
Mm,
can make it as gritty as you want.
For example, I have here 3D powder medium that it's like this one. Okay,
Mm,
it's
okay,
the
yeah.
same. Let me show you how it looks. It's like sand.
Yeah, it's like white sand.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's neat. Good stuff. Yeah.
And this is, for example, 3D powder, but this is coarse. As you can see, these are like tiny, tiny balls. No, it was like open. This is different.
Oh, yeah.
This is not like the other one. Okay.
Yeah, I love that stuff. And the fact that you can color it.
So this is also 3D powder, but this is very, very different from the other one. And if you want texture with the Pentart product, you can also find, for example, this kind of 3D balls.
Oh,
And
yeah.
these are in different sizes. For example, these are the small ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have bigger ones also. So I am going to mix a little bit. This is the same, okay? This is medium and this is medium too.
All right.
But it's easier to take from here than from here.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is this one that came in the set. And here you have 4 different colors. I know that I am going to use maybe this one. Here I have the ochre color. The problem with these ones is that
Oh, with the little
sometimes,
nozzle. Yeah.
yes, I need a needle or something. Oh, okay, this is the color. This color is red clay.
At least it's not dry.
Like orange color. Here I have this one that it's the red brown.
Yeah, I can't remember if Blanche ever did this rust effect before. Was it? Yeah, I think he did a long time ago.
Yes,
Yeah, I thought you did once, but
And this is uh, early brown.
okay.
I am going to use this one here with the, if I have some paint.
Yeah, Lisa, and I'll check on that early spring for you if the try to find out what you'd like to get. And like I say, I can get anything you like. So I'll be in touch. You have a good rest of your day.
As you can see, I'm mixing the powder because I want some texture with this paint, and the color doesn't change, but it's different. Okay, and I am going to use here, I'm not going to paint this completely. For rust effects, I prefer the chemical ones, but or the other set, but
Oh yeah.
this is easier to use and it's faster.
And isn't there a set that does patina?
Uh, you,
It's the one
you,
with the turquoise.
they have the turquoise and also the rusty. For example, for patina, you can find this one that it's the
That's the
paint
one.
set that it's similar that the one that I am using, but this has blues and greens
Right.
and like a copper metallic paint.
Right.
But you have these ones that is the rust effect and for real rust, and the patina effect set that it's
Oh,
for
okay.
patina colors. And this is very different because you have here the reagent and you have here metal color,
Oh,
metal
all right.
powder. And you see,
Yeah, you'll have to show us one of those sometime.
for example, for the rust effect, you have here also the reagents that help you to get the yellow, the yellowish, and the brown from the rust effect. And here you have it's like powder, metal powder.
Oh, okay.
So these are different sets that Pentar has. I love this rust because with this rust, let me see. Yes. This is, I made this rust effect with this one.
Yeah. I remember you showed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I show you this in one light. And for this one, I use this patina set.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different.
Okie doke.
And let me paint it because if I don't paint, the colors are going to get dried.
Yeah, it is a nice effect. And it's not difficult to do.
And you have to play with 4 colors. You can play all the time that you need. I'm going to do it quickly, but if you have more time, you can play with the four colors and you can get the rust effect that you want. Okay.
Yeah, it's one that you need to do kind of in layers too. It's not just one, two, three, four. You put one down and then keep coming back. It helps if you're looking at something really rusty so you know what to do.
Mm-hmm. And for example, as I can, when I play with this rust effect, uh, you can see it in one way right now, but when it dries, it turns different. So
Hmm.
maybe you have to wait some minutes or a couple of hours
Right.
to see the color that you get. And if you don't like it, or if you think that you can use more brown or more yellow, you can do it again
Yeah.
because it's different, the colors that you get right now and the colors that it turns when it's right. So maybe it's right now it's very yellow, but when it dries, it turns like red or like brown.
Right.
So if you need more of the other colors, you can play with them later again. I didn't paint the whole frame with the rustic colors, but I think that it's good like this. Okay.
Yeah. It's really cute. I like that. It's better than just plain paint. I was wondering what you were going to do. Kind of like goes with the hay and the maybe like an old barn or something even, huh?
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, it's really
maybe
cute.
I'm
It's kind of
going to
rustic,
dry
little rustic
this
duck.
one a little bit to continue. Okay.
Oh no, not the heat gun.
What?
I said, not the heat gun.
Ah, the heat gun. Just quickly. And for example, if you want to use with this rust effect any metallic colors, if you want to use with the rust effect, you can apply with your finger a little bit of any wax that you have, for example, gold one or or color brass or any color that you want.
Okay.
I did that, for example, here. I use the rust effect that I'm using right now. Later,
Gotcha.
then I use a little bit of turquoise color, any turquoise color that you have. And finally, I don't know if you can see, I put here a little bit of the wax effect, or
Yeah.
here, or here. So
Yeah, that's the one I remember. I knew you had done one. Yeah.
mhm, I use in this one, I use this set. Um, uh, I have here the antique paste, and I'm going to use a little bit of this one. right here.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it flies. It doesn't want to work today. He says it's Sunday.
yeah.
And also we can use here a little bit of that antique paste.
That paper is really interesting with all the straw.
Yes, it looks different.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, for the big rice papers, for me, these kind of textures and rice papers are better than the ones that has a picture or a lady or
Yeah.
flowers. Or it's sometimes it's complicated to use those ones for
Yeah.
backgrounds.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're going to do a project, I don't think there's enough backgrounds. Just like something to, like that. Even just, if it was real pale.
I used to love the backgrounds that and the big rice papers that Stamperia have, but the
Right.
ones that were like blankets.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, they were like blankets. You're right.
Yes, they were bigger, and maybe you can find flowers or clocks or everything, but also you can find good backgrounds for big projects.
Yeah, especially if you're like when you do a box. Okay, you do
Hmm.
all the fancy stuff on the top, but around the sides and edges, you need just a background, even if it was a decent looking stripe or, a small check or something. Something
Yes,
that's going to be the
and
same
they don't
color.
have that kind of backgrounds anymore. For
No.
example, I saw the little rice papers that they have. It's I don't know if they are A6. They
Mm.
have beautiful backgrounds on those ones, but they are very small, just for journals. I
Yeah.
n- I need
Yeah.
those backgrounds, but bigger ones for boxes or for books or for other kind
Exactly.
of projects that I want to do.
No, that and remember when ITD was asking for suggestions, that's one thing I said. We need backgrounds. We need, even if it's a geometric something,
Uh huh.
something that just coordinates with the colors that we can use.
And they
Yeah.
have good ones. For example, this is from ITD also,
Yeah,
and
but it's not big enough.
these are bigger papers that they have,
But
right?
those are not big enough,
For example, they have this kind of rice paper.
right? But that's not enough paper to do a box.
No, on these they have this kind of bigger
Mhm.
animals, and right.
Right. I want
Well,
backgrounds. And I don't want it all to be, that frilly damask pattern. Enough of that.
well,
Just a
they have
little.
at least they have options
Yeah.
because they have more sizes of those
Hmm.
rice papers, right? They have the big ones that you can
Right.
use with like in circles or bubbles or anything, And they have these ones that are like the ones that I am using and the bigger ones.
Yeah. But still, I want a whole sheet. I want a whole sheet. I want to cover the inside. I want to cover the outside, the bottom of the box.
Yes, because if not, you are going to use six rice papers just for one box to cover the borders and
Yeah,
maybe the inside, right?
exactly. And I don't want it to be too busy to compete with what's going on top. Anyways, that's my take on
Mhm.
rice paper designing.
No, we need bigger backgrounds, I think, but they don't use to do it.
Yeah.
So I am playing with this one. And right now, I'm just going to glue this in this side. But later, when I have all the things and the back and everything, I am going to glue.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be the idea. I want to show you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I am going to glue this part, and then I am going to glue this part right here because this is going to cover the plastic thing.
Okay.
Okay. That's why I am using this one. But I want to show you why I am doing everything. For example, here, I can put here a piece of this fabric here,
Okay.
and it's going to be different. Okay. Let me show you how. I am going to use this. I love to play with textures
Oh,
when
yeah.
I'm doing this kind of farm projects or when I'm using the um, the the projects with like the ones that are with beach things.
Yeah. Those are, yeah, it's fun. Use your 3D powder for those.
Yes, and I can do this. Mhm.
That's a neat fabric. What is that? Some kind of gauze or netting?
This came like this. It's not jute because jute is thicker. For example, I found here in Mexico this kind of jute
Yeah,
that
that's
I
burlap.
can use in this way. This is thicker, but
Yeah.
in this I found in white and cream.
I'll be darned. That's neat. Yeah, that burlap gets really thick and it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you could find, like, sometimes I can find a ribbon, that's like that texture and it's not quite as thick.
So if I have this one, I can glue this here
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be different.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. For this, let's see, where's my glue? It hides.
Yeah, Sharon, that is it.
Here,
It's a nice texture.
this is the express glue.
Okay.
It's like the extra forte glue. Okay, it's the same.
Okay, doke.
Right now you can see the glue, but it's going to turn clear when it dries. Okay,
Okay. Sure.
so when I glue it, it's going to be like this.
Well, if you want to, Blanche, just let it dry. Try not so you don't have to rush it if you don't want to.
So I am going to glue this right here later also.
Yeah.
And here, I'm going to use another piece of this one. Okay. Um, so the same. If you don't find this kind of fabric, maybe you can use this
Yeah, we have crummy gauze here too. It's hard to
cheesecloth
find.
and you can put it
Yeah.
right here. Okay.
Yeah, ours is terrible. It's
So
awful.
you can find options. It's just to get some texture for the
Right.
project. But if you don't find this kind of one, you can use cheesecloth. Mhm. I'm going to glue this one right here. It's just to start my composition right here. Okay.
Hmm.
I found this piece of beautiful pink, and I am going to put a little piece of this one right here. Okay.
Well, that's pretty. It's a nice combination of textures with the rust and then the fine lace and the gauze. Yeah.
Right here. And I am going to glue this one right here. But to glue this one, I am going to put little pieces of cardboard in the back.
Do you want to wait to do that until you put the wire through it? You might bang it up. Blanche?
Excuse me?
I said if you glue that down right now, when you go to put in that your spiral wire, you might bang that whole front up. You want to wait?
Let's see here. Okay. If I don't answer, it's because I don't know what's happening right now with StreamYard, and
Oh no, you can't hear it yet?
the volume is very, very low.
Oh no.
I have here heavy body gel, I can hear you, but sometimes
Oh,
it's
well,
like
what I was saying is don't glue that down right now. Don't glue it.
don't glue.
No, because when you go to put the MDF together and put that spiral through it, you're going to be twisting it over and around, and you're going to just bang up your.
Ah, yes, for this one.
Yeah, so just wait, and then
Yeah,
when it's all assembled.
yeah. I just want to explain what I'm
Oh,
doing,
sure.
but
No, that's no problem. I just wanted to make
I'm
sure.
going to stay.
Yeah, I hate for you to wreck it. After you've done the work. You know how I am.
Hmm.
Watching out for you. I'm just watching out for you.
These are pieces of cardboard that I have, and I'm gluing these ones with the heavy body gel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the heavy body gel, maybe you have the glossy gel from Stamperia. Okay.
Okay.
And I have here this. That's why I use the cardboard, because I want to glue this in the
Oh,
back.
okay. Hey,
And this.
Patricia.
And for these ones, I am going to use also this heavy body gel. It doesn't dry fast, but if you wait, you are going to get a very, very nice glue. Because if you use the other one, the silicone one, maybe it's going to stay, but just for a few minutes and or a few days, and then it's going to fall everything.
Yeah.
So if you use a good glue, I show you the other notebook. I did it some months ago, and it stays.
So I'm seeing more people are coming on a little bit later. I'm wondering if for the summertime we should change the time to a little bit later on Sunday.
Okay.
That might be
I
good,
have
don't you think?
I have here a ribbon. I love these ribbons.
Yeah, they're good.
I showed you previously the path from this collection. So I am going to I'm going to paint the other part of the covers. For example, this one, I'm going to paint this, and maybe I can use here rice paper, and here I can use as pockets the pages of the pad because
Oh,
the
okay.
okay, that's why I show you the pad at the beginning. We can glue this here. I want to stay right now. As I told you, it needs some time.
Mm-hmm.
And for the ribbon, I am using also the same glue.
I love that color.
Yes, it's nice when you have a lot of colors and you can choose the color that you want, right?
Yeah, it's like having every color. You got to have every color so you can choose.
And sometimes I choose a little piece of the ribbon because I want to keep more ribbon for other projects.
Yeah.
I have here a piece of this one. It's like a cord and of natural cord. And I can glue this one right here again.
Okay.
So I want to show you how it looks.
That is so cute.
Maybe you can use some splashes in different colors, in
Oh, sure.
browns and whites. And then, as I told you, I am going to glue this some paper right here.
I
And
love it.
this is going to be the notebook.
Good job, Blanche, really. And it's so once again, it's something practical. You can use it. I love that kind of stuff.
Yes,
It's,
and if you maybe you don't have covers for a notebook, but if you have a box and you want to use the products, maybe you can glue the rice paper in the background of the
sure.
as the background of the box, and then you can use any frame that you have. You can play with the oh, it doesn't want to stay. You can play with the rustic colors and the rice papers, and that's it. It's very easy to do this kind
Oh, yeah.
of techniques
Well,
if
great
you
job.
have um the right products, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it looks good.
It
Well,
looks yes, and
well, I'm
it's
going to
very
switch you.
practical.
Yeah, that's what I said. Practical is it. I'm going to switch it around so we can say goodbye.
Okay,
All righty. Let me hear. There we go. I tell you, you can tell it's raining. My hair is so frizzy today. Look at it. Would you just look? It's like, I just don't get it. How can I not be pretty, you know?
let me change this one. Mm,
Yeah, it's like one of those Brillo pads or something today. I swear. But that was a good project. Wait for Blanche to come back. There she is.
Oh,
Okay,
it doesn't want to stay. Ah,
you're good. All good.
okay.
So you'll post the picture when you're finished with it, I'm sure. You're very good about that.
Yes, I am going to post the pictures uh, of this notebook. I'm going to finish. As I told you, I'm going to use this. If if they come later, I'm going to use this pad to do the
Oh yeah.
pockets and maybe some pages and maybe some.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I'm going to use this one. As you can
Yep.
see, it has textures that match perfect with the papers that I use.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see it. And I know you'll do a good job. You'll finish. So
Mhm.
next
Okay.
week, yep, next week is Patricia. So that'll finish out the month. Can you believe that? We're already like at the end.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I know. I know. I
My
just can't
kid is
believe.
going to leave.
Oh, this, yeah. We hate that. All right. Well, we won't talk about that today.
No, because I'm going to cry. He's going to leave in 2 weeks.
I tell you, you'll be all
My
right.
little, my little chicken.
They have a habit of doing that. They leave the nest.
Yes, I know.
All right. Well, you'll be good. You'll be all right. You trained him well. He'll be fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will have to paint and to do something else to keep my mind.
Yeah. Try to stay cool somewhere. Find some place to stay cool.
Oh yes, I'm going to go to the fridge and do this
Yeah. Just put your head. Yeah.
a couple of minutes.
Oh, that's funny. Well, you take care, and everybody, thanks for watching. And if you're watching on the replay, we appreciate it. And you can wait for Blanche to post the picture of the finished project, but it looks great. Yeah, Sharon, thanks. I'm glad you were here.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone.
Well, you take care
Thanks,
and have
Anna,
a good
Sharon,
week.
Patricia, and everyone who is in the chat. Thank you. Thank you for your nice comments.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. So you take care and have a safe week and a cool week.
Oh, I hope so, but
Yeah.
I know that it's not going to be right like that.
Bye